This machine here is our comb binder. A comb binder has a punch and then a coil inserter up top. When you use the punch, you first turn the machine on with a switch on the side, power switch over here on the side. When you use the punch, it's foot pedal controlled, so there's a foot pedal on the floor. And when you punch, you need to make sure that the holes line up properly. And every sheet needs to be punched in the same spot. So you have two sheets. If they're punched in different spots, the holes won't line up and you won't be able to insert a coil. So in order to have the sheets punched in the same spot, they need to go against this little paper stop here on the side. Zoom in so you can see that. So your papers go up against that stop and then in the machine. You can identify where the holes are going to be punched by the little black dots right underneath the area where you slide the papers in. So use those as a guideline to make sure that you have your holes punched properly. So this sheet is an example here where you have a half a hole punch there, and on this end you have maybe a quarter of a hole punched. You want to center your sheet or position your sheet so that you have even spacing and no half a holes on the end. You can accomplish that by moving there's a little wheel here on the side, and you can see as I scroll this wheel, this guide moves left and right. See how that guide moves? So line your papers up, push them against that stop, and then use the, so you can see that a little better. There we go. Use these the black dots on there as a guide as to where your sheet needs to go. So you can see that. I know that on this right hand side there's a lot of space. On the left hand side my hole is right on the edge. So I'm going to back this off a little bit. Now I can see exactly where my holes are going to punch and that I have even spacing on either side. I can't quite get the camera up on top of there. Maybe that's a better view for you. You can see there's even spacing either side. I place my sheets in there and I use the foot pedal to make the punch. Again, this punch, similar to our coil punch, will punch about 10 sheets at a time. So if you have a booklet that's thicker than 10 sheets or more than 10 sheets, you'll have to punch in multiple stacks. Be sure that you keep your pages in order if you are binding a book that has numbered pages or pages with content on them. Blank pages is not as important. See all those holes line up nice and even there as I stack these papers, and I'm ready to insert a comb. Combs and coils are found in this drawer right below the comb and coil punch. They're labeled by size and color. So I'm going to choose a navy blue comb. And a 1/4 inch will fit this booklet. To insert the comb, you'll come back here to the comb binder. And notice your comb has, see if that'll focus. Come on, focus. Your comb has little fingers that open up. So see the comb has these little fingers that open up. You want to open up those fingers on the comb and then insert your pages on there. So that's what the inserter up top here does. You put your comb in there with the fingers curling up over the top. So the little finger on that comb curls down and up over top. And then you pull the handle on the left-hand side of the machine, you pull that forward just a little bit. Zoom in a little bit here so you can see this. As I pull that handle forward, you can see it opens up the fingers on the comb. You can then insert your pages on that comb. And then pull the handle back into the closed position, the up position, and then remove your comb-bound booklet. Any extra comb you have on the outside, you can trim with the scissors. Okay, so that's your comb-bound booklet.